Are you guys ready for more drama, slow burn romances, and the most intense season of Young Royals so far? Let us walk you through some mind-blowing details regarding the plot of Young Royals Season 2, and of course, the possibility of future seasons of the beloved series. Before we get into details, there's one thing you should know. The possibility of Netflix making yet another continuation of the series depends on you. That's right, Young Royals will be renewed beyond Season 2 only if the viewership numbers break records. This is where you come in, meaning that you need to binge watch Season 2 as soon as you can. That's not possible yet, because the new installment will come out on November 1st, but once Netflix releases the new episodes, make sure you watch them. And of course, leave a positive review behind. Even though the new season is not released yet, fans are already making theories about what could happen in the potential third season. The scary thing is that Netflix has been enjoying the cancellation of popular TV shows lately, and we don't want to see the cancellation of Young Royals soon. Luckily, Young Royals has managed to become one of the most watched series on the platform, with the streaming giant satisfied with viewership numbers, meaning that Young Royals earns Netflix a lot of bucks. There is no doubt that the show is one of the most popular queer shows on the platform, but it all depends on how well Season 2 is accepted. But that's not all. There is, of course, the infamous Netflix algorithm, which doesn't make sense. Now, let's see who will be in Season 2, shall we?
Men han är ju världens värsta människa.
Marcus.
Simon.
The cast ensemble in Young Royals is one of the best features of the show. There's no doubt about that. Now, one of the cast members who will return to reprise his role is the fan favorite Edvin Reding in the role of Prince Wilhelm. He can't lead the next installment all by himself though, so we should also expect to see Omar Rudberg as Simon, Malta Gordonier as August, Frida Argento as Sarah, Nikita Ugla as Felice, Pernilla August as Queen Christina of Sweden, Natalie Varley as Madison, and of course, Carmen Gloria Perez as Linda. This cast is so carefully chosen that we really can't imagine someone else in the mentioned roles. Both Reding and Rudberg decided to talk about how they connect to their characters ahead of the premiere of Season 2. Quote, "There are certain things why we can relate to these characters," Reding told Numero, adding that he can see himself in Wilhelm when it comes to his struggles with anxiety. He also said he had done his research about the royal families, but according to him, there's so much more behind it that we, as civilians, don't get to know. Quote, "So we'll never know exactly what it's like. From what I've read and what I've seen, I know I don't think I would want to be a young royal. It would be fun to try out for a day or a week, but not forever," Rudberg said, explaining that Edvin really tried to be a prince on set sometimes though. Quote, "I can relate a lot to Simon, whenever he's at school, with friends, but also when he comes home to his Latin American mother and they speak Spanish. They have this same little connection. Life at school is not the easiest thing for him, and that way I see myself in Simon. I cannot relate to his grades, though." Sadly, not all the cast members will return for the upcoming episodes. One cast member we don't expect to see is Ivar Forsling, following the death of Crown Prince Eric. But this doesn't mean we should lose hope. Most viewers agree that the character should return and appear through flashbacks. We will also see Pernilla August, the actress who plays Wilhelm's mother. Netflix also confirmed that you need to smash the like button if you haven't done it already, and, well, if you want to see yet another continuation. Nah, seriously though, per a report by Netflix, we'll also see some new faces that will make their debut in Season 2, and hopefully reprise their roles in the potential third installment. On July 4th, 2022, Netflix announced that a new character called Marcus would be joining the cast. We also have some first-look pics of the character, and yes, Marcus looks like he's about to change the course of the series. We have a feeling that Marcus will be joining the other teens at the elite boarding school. Now, did you guys know that you can make a renewal happen? Again, it all depends on viewers, and as previously mentioned, viewership numbers. However, Netflix rarely cares about critics' opinions, which is one of the reasons we love the streaming network. Take, for example, 365 Days. The trilogy has been a victim of bad reviews ever since it premiered in 2020, but Netflix doesn't care as long as people watch the project. They even made 2 more additional films that served as sequels. This seems a bit obvious, but to make a renewal happen, Netflix only cares that you will watch Young Royals Season 2. There is, in fact, an article discussing this same topic on What's on Netflix. The people from What's on Netflix used the numbers from 2 popular Netflix TV shows, Heartstopper and First Kill. The 2 projects are similar to Young Royals, and according to What's on Netflix, quote, for First Kill, the show had under 45% of people who started episode 1 finish episode 8. That's compared to a show like Heartstopper, which had a completion rate of around 75%. First Kill creator Felicia D. Henderson explained to the Daily Beast that the completion rate was one of the biggest reasons that led to the cancellation of her show. Quote, when I got the call to tell me they weren't renewing the show because the completion rate wasn't high enough, of course, I was very disappointed. What showrunner wouldn't be? I'd been told a couple of weeks ago that they were hoping completion would get higher. I guess it didn't. According to What's on Netflix, any project that has less than a 50% completion rate will lead to cancellation. Now, is there a trailer for Season 2?
Hur är det?
Det är bra. Själv då?
Ja. Och hur var det istället? Det var bra.
Yes! Netflix has finally released the first trailer for the much-anticipated second installment of the Swedish teen drama. And based on it, we're about to see the most intense season so far. As expected, the new installment will mainly focus on the relationship between Prince Wilhelm, portrayed by Edvin Rudberg, and Simon Eriksson, played by Omar Rudberg. From what we saw, the upcoming episodes will bring a lot of drama to the elite boarding school, Hillerska. As the new students are starting the new academic year, Wilhelm and Simon are trying their best to go back to their old lives. Obviously, the next installment will continue right after its predecessor stopped, with the aftermath of Wilhelm's cousin August leaking a scandalous video of Wilhelm and Simon. The leaked video had enormous influence on Wilhelm's and Simon's developing relationship, as Simon's life got ruined by negative press. As previously mentioned, Wilhelm and Simon will have to deal with new struggles, and sadly, they'll have to make peace with the fact they are no longer together. Meanwhile, August will deal with guilt, and he'll ask Sarah, played by Frida Argento, for help. In the trailer, Simon tells Wilhelm, quote, they don't want you associated with me, to which Wilhelm replies, quote, I'm staying. The trailer ends with Wilhelm and Simon talking again, as Wilhelm asks, what will happen to us? With so many intense storylines, so much drama, so much anticipated romances, and friendships, this season will most definitely rock. What do you guys look forward to most when it comes to the plot of Season 2? Also, do you think this show deserves to go beyond its second chapter? In an interview with the Gay Times, actors Rudberg and Rudberg both said they are really excited and nervous about what fans will think of the scandalous storyline. Quote, I had a lot of fun during Season 1, and ahead of Season 2, I was pretty anxious beforehand because I had a long period of time where I didn't understand why he, meaning Wilhelm, did what he did this season, Rudberg said. Rudberg agrees that the characters are, quote, on very different platforms, but stated that you need to smash the subscribe button and notification bell so you'll never miss any of our videos in the future. Nah, seriously. According to the actor, it's, quote, really beautiful to show that people make mistakes and nobody's perfect. Not even Simon. See you in the next video!